Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear learners. I am Shakil Kambo with a new lecture from Book 2, FA English Book 2, and the lesson name is The Dying Sun by Sir James Jeans. I hope you will be able to learn something new from this lecture. Stay with us. Dear learners, first of all, I would like to add what is the concept of Islam regarding the creation of this earth. In this regard, the Holy Quran states that Allah created the heavens and the earth and all between them in 6 days. The Dying Sun is an essay by Sir James Jeans, and in this essay he is trying to explain the creation of earth. This essay is about the creation of earth. So Sir James Jeans says, innumerable stars in the universe, they are traveling alone. They are very far from each other due to the huge distance. They do not come near the other. So according to Sir James Jeans, this universe is full of many stars, innumerable, uncountable stars, and they travel in loneliness and they never come near each other. Now the question arises, how planets came into existence. Sir James Jeans says, a wandering star came near the sun. It produced big wave on the surface of the sun. The wave broke and pieces fell off the sun. They began to move around the sun. So according to this slide, Sir James Jeans is trying to explain that a million years ago a star came near the sun and it created a big wave on the surface of the sun. It began to develop into a kind of a mountain, and when that star began to recede from the sun, it fell into pieces, and those pieces began to move around the sun, and they are called planets. Our earth is one of them. Sir James Jeans also tried to explain the question why there is no life on other stars. Other stars are big burning balls of fire. Life would melt there. Some are far away from the sun. They are very cold. So there is no life on other stars. There is also one thing, that life is nowhere other than the planet Earth. Other planets are extremely hot due to their closeness to the sun, and remaining are extremely cold because they are far away from the sun, and the heat or light of the sun does not reach them in a proper way. So life can exist only on earth because some conditions are necessary for life to exist, that are present only on earth. Now, creation of human being. In this regard, Islam, our religion, Quran says, the Holy Quran states that we created man from sounding clay, from mud molded into shape. Thus, human beings have fundamental attachment to the earth because they are earth made. They are made from mud or clay. That is why they are living on this earth. There is close relationship between human beings and earth. James Jeans' views on beginning of life on earth. Life began in the form of a living organism. it changed into human being. Sir James Jean says that life somehow, he is not certain, he is saying somehow life began from a single living organism, but gradually it developed into a certain form and then it changed into a human being. Conditions necessary for life: air, water, moderate temperature. These are not present on any other star except Earth, any other planet except Earth. So, for life to exist, there should be proper sufficient air, clear water, moderate temperature, so that life would not melt or boil away. So moderate temperature is the basic need for life to exist, and other planets do not have air, water and moderate temperature in sufficient form for life to exist. I hope you have learned something new from this lecture. Now we will move towards important questions from this chapter that may likely to be in your final exams of board examination. First question is, what are planets? How planets came into being? So we have read already that somehow a wandering star came near the sun, and it created a huge wave on the surface of the sun, and when the star began to recede, began to move away from the sun, this wave broke into pieces and they fell off the sun and began to move around the sun. They were called planets. Next question is, what are necessary conditions for life to exist? So I have already explained some necessary conditions are there for life to exist. For example, air, sufficient water and moderate temperature. Life can neither exist in hot nor in cold weather. So other planets other than Earth, they are far away from the sun, they are extremely cold, and those planets which are close to sun, they are very warm. So life cannot exist on other planets except Earth. And then what is the difference between star and planet? Star is a burning ball of fire. It means stars have their own light. They emit light and energy, while on the other hand, planets do not have their own light. They get light from the sun. So there is main difference between star and a planet is star has its own light and energy, while on the other hand planet does not have its own energy and its light. So it gets light from the sun. So dear learners, I hope the main ideas, the main points of this chapter has been cleared, and I hope you will prove your abilities after listening this lecture. And stay with us for more videos and subscribe our channel Learn English from Kasur. Allah Hafiz.